travelers, and welcome back to our Big's Adventure. My name is Cynthia, and today we're going to talk about food allergies. This is a subject that I am super well versed in because I have had food allergies for over 35 years. Diagnosed food allergies by an actual real doctor. So when I was about 15, I got really sick. And I started developing asthmatic symptoms, and I had a rash that wouldn't go away. I was having headaches. I couldn't go to school. It was not such a great time. So food allergies run in my family, and pretty much that was figured out that was probably the culprit. So I went to an allergist and I got tested. That was quite a day because they tested me for the top 8, peanuts being one, and my whole arm blew up at the peanut site. So the rest of the tests had to be canceled, and they definitely wrote down that I was allergic to peanuts. And I have to say that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches when I was growing up was one of my favorites. And the weird thing about food allergies is oftentimes you'll crave the foods that you're allergic to. So the bread, the peanut butter, out. I'm gonna do this crochet and chat series about food allergies throughout the month of May. Interesting fact, my mom actually found during her search on Ancestry.com that celiac runs in our family. So that would kind of explain the gluten intolerance that is now running rampant through our genetics. I feel actually blessed that I know that I have food allergies. It's been a journey for me since I was about 15 years old, getting myself right and straight. As I went on for further and further testing, they found out that I was allergic to more and more stuff. I got put on medication and asthma medication and all the trips all the way down. I got sick a lot. I was on a lot of antibiotics all the time. And long story short, as I learned to keep those allergens out of my body, I got better. So here are a few facts about food allergies. The top 8 food allergies are milk, eggs, soy, tree nuts, peanuts, wheat, fish, eggs. Did I say eggs? I don't know. Anyway, so those I have to say they're just in everything. It's really hard when you have food allergies to find safe food. 1 in 25 adults has a food allergy of some kind, and 1 in 13 children have a food allergy. Wow, that's a pretty big statistic. And food allergies are different than food intolerances. Food allergies, and an allergy is when the whole body goes into a systemic reaction based around the introduction of a protein that the body considers foreign. So it goes on the attack. And that attack for me can look like rashes, headache, migraines, stuffy nose, head congestion, constipation, bellyache. Food intolerances are a little bit different. Food intolerance is mostly a gastric response. It can go anywhere from I have a little heartburn after I eat that, or acid reflux, to more serious, stomach pains. And there's no cure for food allergies. There's just avoidance. And I've actually been on what's called a food rotation diet for the last 5 years because I am allergic to so many foods that I eat the food like, say, beef. I'll have a hamburger on Friday, and then I won't be able to eat beef for another 3 whole days because my body will recognize that as a protein and start attacking it. So if I steer clear of that for 3 whole days, I can keep my body guessing as to what that is, because if I don't have it in my system, it won't know what it is. So basically, I just keep my body guessing all the time. If I have a peach on Monday, I don't have another peach until Thursday because I know for sure that my body won't recognize that and it won't attack it. I feel much better now that I started the food rotation diet. I actually started that about 5 years ago. And 5 years ago is also when I went grain-free mostly. I do allow myself one gluten-free item per week. And usually it's a piece of gluten-free bread or maybe some like delicious tortilla chips or some kind of yummy treat like a blueberry muffin, a gluten-free blueberry muffin, y'all. And so delicious. So I do allow myself one gluten-free treat per week. Usually if I have more than that, I have major intestinal issues like constipation, belly pain, bloating, all the good fun stuff. And if I do gluten-free like 2 days in a row, usually I'll end up with like a stuffy head and headache and ringing of the ears. Ringing of the ears is usually a rice allergy, so that's where that comes from. If you have ringing in your ears, eliminate rice for a few days and see what happens. Let's talk for a second about cross-contamination. Now, cross-contamination can put somebody with allergies on their back. I am deathly allergic to bell peppers, which makes it really difficult to go out sometimes and get food at a restaurant because they'll cook bell peppers and onions on the grill and then make my hamburger on that same grill, and the essence of the bell peppers will still be there because they haven't cleaned the grill all the way, and then I get sick. And I can usually tell immediately when I put bell peppers in my mouth because I instantly get a headache. And if I were to actually ingest them, which has happened before, I almost immediately break out into a huge rash all over my whole body. It's severe. So if you're cooking for someone with food allergies, just make sure that you don't cross-contaminate. Especially with gluten, try to use a pan, a brand new pan, or a disposable pan. Make sure that you wash everything very carefully. If you're gonna toast something, somebody with celiac is gonna need their own toaster so that you don't cross-contaminate their bread with your gluten bread. I would like to encourage you to check out some cross-contamination videos on YouTube so that you can learn how to cook safely for someone in your life that has food allergies. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember everybody, life is an adventure, so enjoy your journey. Bye-bye.